Hey, cool kids. So it is a rainy, ugly, cold Saturday morning, and I rarely get Saturdays off. Who wants to be off on a Saturday like this? I really wanted to go to Lake Houston Wilderness Park today, but not in this kind of weather. So, what should I do with my time today? Well, aside from probably just some chores around the house, I'm gonna get out here and do a little bit of shopping. What I'm trying to do is give myself a challenge to spend $100 for the entire month, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna be doing meal prepping, and I'm gonna make all of my meals at home. Very unlikely that I'm even gonna eat out at all for the entire month. I don't really have anything planned, except we do have a concert to go to on the 11th. We're going to see the Steel Drivers again. I do love seeing that band. But, so yeah, $100 for the entire month. Now, of course, I was doing $20 challenges to myself, and those are very easy to do for me because I'm used to eating redundant meals. That's just something that I've gotten used to. I like the simplicity of it. I'll eat redundant meals over and over, sometimes just because it's going to save me time and money. So there are benefits to it. But I understand that's not for everybody, and people do get tired. What I'm going to do is this meal challenge is going to be $100, but it's going to be keto. It's not just going to be beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Will it still be pretty basic? Yeah, it's still going to be pretty basic. I can't really go too crazy on ingredients when you're limited to $100. But we're still going to eat good. And I hope that you guys really enjoy this content. Hopefully it gives some people some ideas. If you're trying to stay within a budget, this is going to break down to $25 a week. Unfortunately, we're dealing with the times that inflation is really taking hold in the grocery market. And within the last week, I have seen a 33% increase on some of the staple items that I have used even in my past $20 budget meal videos. So the former bacon that I used to get, well, I'll still most likely purchase it again because it is the cheapest that I can find, but it was selling for $1.99 a pack. That's unheard of, right? It's like half the price of most packs at regular grocery stores. But this week, they had a price jump to $2.47. The 30 count of eggs that I usually purchase, I was getting those for $4.17, and now they've gone up to $4.87. So I don't know why this week, out of all other weeks, it would have such a drastic hike in price. And unfortunately, there aren't any great sales that I've seen so far on ground beef or bacon or eggs. We did have some good sales on eggs last week. I picked some up from Kroger. I think I got them for $1.27 or $1.37 for an 18 count. So all that being said, I am going to go out on this rainy day and try to see if I can scope out some better prices on things. I could just use an app, but sometimes some things, when they're a special buy price, are not going to show up in an app because they will sell it until they sell out, and then it's gone. I'm also going to refill our 5-gallon water jugs and just try to get home here in the next hour and a half, because I plan to make us a nice meal of some barbacoa. So all of this meal prepping that I'm going to end up purchasing is going to be for the month of March. This is the end of February right now, and March will be here in 2 days, 3 days. It's coming up. So most likely what I'll do is the majority of that meal prepping will be done on the 1st. However, I can't cook everything on the 1st. So part of it might be portioning out things for later in the month. And I will definitely update everybody as this process goes along. So stay tuned.
Hey cool kids, so I'm back with the grocery haul. This is going to be for an entire month, the month of March. This is actually March 1st. So I'm going to get started on some meal prepping today, but this food is going to last me for the whole month of March. I'm not going to cook everything up today, but I am going to cook up enough things to get me through about a week and a half. So let's go over the haul. I've got, oh, and by the way, I did go to Walmart and I did go to Joe V, which you guys should be familiar with because I shopped Joe V for most of my other previous meal prep videos. So here I've got 2 blocks of cream cheese, 2 packages of butter, a package of mini peppers. It looks like they're all orange here, but there are some yellow and red ones in there. Back here I actually have some produce. So we've got onion, garlic, jalapeno, poblano peppers, lime, garlic, I said garlic twice, cilantro and onion. I've got some hot sauce, some yellow mustard, some Duke's mayonnaise. I have 4 packages of 18-count eggs. I have 1 package of the frozen seasoning blend, a package of natural cheddar cheese. We've got 6 packages of bacon. I have 1 package of the better cheddar sausages, 1 5-pound chub of ground beef, a chub of pork sausage, chorizo, sour cream, Salsa Verde. I've also got 2 packages of string cheese bites, chicken broth, a canister of coffee, chicken breast. The star of the show this month is going to be these pork chops that I have back here. And we have heavy whipping cream in the very back there. So I've managed to purchase all these items for the entire month. And my grand total was right under $100. What I'm going to do in just a few moments is break everything down by cost. And then I will also let you know what meals I plan to make. I will start the meal prepping process today. And this food should carry me well on into the whole month of March. So stay tuned here and I will show you guys what I plan to make and how much all of this cost. Hey cool kids, so I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about I guess the planning aspect behind this meal prep and this budget that I set for myself. So in the earlier clip you heard me talk a little bit about the inflation. Inflation is just, it's inevitable right now, right? We're all dealing with it. Some places are getting hit harder than others, and some items are harder to find than others. So that being said, I'm sure that if we were to do this type of challenge 2 years ago, we could probably come in around like $80, who knows? So I've recently discovered things on some of the staple items that I use are up anywhere from 10 to 30%, which really hits, you know, the budget, the grocery budget. So what I did for this challenge is I kind of gave myself a little bit of wiggle room as far as not just sticking to $20 a week for meal prep. I have been able to do it before. I was really surprised I was able to do it for BBB&E challenge, but for this month I am doing just keto. So I decided to kind of mix it up a little bit with the menu. So the first thing that I did was take a look and see what was on sale. Once I decided like the proteins that were on sale, Then I kind of like got in my mind what I could make work for the month. So once I was looking at the ads, I discovered that Joe-B was having sirloin pork chops on sale for 87 cents a pound, which is a great price. I don't eat a ton of pork chops, but for 87 cents a pound, that's, you know, a third of the price right now of, say, like ground beef. I'm gonna eat some pork chops this month. Secondly, in the ad, they had a little bit of produce on sale. So jalapeno peppers were on sale for 47 cents a pound. That also got me thinking, like, do I just want to make jalapeno poppers? Well, yeah, of course, I love jalapeno poppers. But let's see what else, you know, we can do with a couple of jalapenos. Another item that was on sale this week that caught my attention was chicken leg quarters. So the leg quarters were on sale for 37 cents a pound. They sell them in these big bags, and they're 10-pound bags. So that would make them $3.70 a bag. I have used those before, not for meal prepping purposes, but for the dog's food, whenever I'm making the dog's food. And usually I throw them in the slow cooker and shred them up, and, you know, they don't care that it was, you know, 37 cents a pound. But anyway, so that being said, I did go to 3 stores. I went to H-E-B. I only had to get one item at H-E-B because it was not available at Joe-B. I tried Walmart. Had a really bad experience at Walmart, guys. I don't think I'll be going back to Walmart. And I went to Joe-B. Joe-B, I guess, was my tried and true, and that's kind of what I've used in these past videos. I do want to branch out more and try some different places, so we'll see where things go. So I saved my receipts. I did go to Joe-B 2 different days just because the first day that I went, they did not have any ground beef out. So all I picked up at H-E-B were pork rinds. I did use a $1 off digital coupon. So I spent $2.56 for 2 bags of just plain pork rinds. I did go to Joe-B where I bought the bulk of everything. And the first trip that I went, I spent $42.99. Let's see. Then I went to Walmart. And when I went to Walmart, I spent $26.56. That being said, I got overcharged. I'll go into that in just a moment. And lastly, I went back to Joe-B to pick up that ground beef. And when I was there, I picked up a few other items and spent $17.25. That brought my total to $89.39. So you could break it up to, we've got 31 days this month. It's basically about $3 a day that I'm going to be eating on. So what I decided to do to really stay true to the budget is I went to the bank and I took out $100 cash. It's very easy to just swipe your debit card, swipe your debit card, swipe your debit card, and not really know like where you stand at the end of the day with how much you've actually spent on groceries. So actually having $100 cash in hand really made me hold on and value every penny that I had for this budget. And like I said, this is with all these groceries, the intention is to last me for the whole month of March. So we've got 31 days in March. I was left with $10.62. So kind of as a little extra bonus challenge to myself, what I want to do is any extra cash that I have left over whenever I'm doing these challenges is I want to save it. And I'm going to keep it in this little jar. This was like a bone broth jar that I had. I'm going to throw the change in there. And, you know, I'm going to save this. Hopefully, what I hope for is by the end of the year, I'll have enough money saved in here to take me and Hans to kind of like a special dinner or something like that, you know. I might only be adding $1 or $2 in here per month. I might have to take money out of this jar if I run out of food. So, you know, we'll see. But it is kind of fun to keep up with. So just keep in mind, if you're going to keep a running tally, I put $10.62 in the jar. So, as you can see here, I've got some peppers, really a lot of peppers. I've got poblano peppers, jalapeno peppers, garlic, onion, lime. So, with these items, one of the things I'm going to make is a poblano pepper chicken soup. The recipes that I looked at, they all seem pretty simple. However, I don't have a lot of experience making soups. So something I'm going to give a try. I'm going to try to make that in my Instant Pot. The recipes that I saw, I think they're making pretty big portions. I'm probably going to cut everything in half and go from there. I'm looking for maybe about 4 portions of soup. Like I said, this is going to be my meal prep for the month of March. Secondly, I'm planning to make pork chops with salsa verde. And I'm going to do that like so simple because I honestly am just going to fry the pork chops up lightly in the cast iron skillet on my stove. And to cheat, I kind of bought the salsa verde already in a can. I'm going to pour that over the top, just smother those pork chops in that, and I think I'm going to eat that with an egg on top. To me, that sounds really, really good, very filling. I'm going to get my protein in. And what a great budget meal considering that those pork chops were on sale. So I spent, let me see, $5.38 for a pack of pork chops. There are 15 pork chops in that pack. So I'll have a couple of portions of the pork chops with the salsa verde, but also I plan on later in the month to go ahead and make some pork rind crusted pork chops. And if I have pork chops left over, I can roll them on over to the next month, and that's even less that I have to buy, right, for next month. I also bought a pack of like the little sweet mini peppers. I think I'm gonna do, instead of going the regular jalapeno popper route, I'm gonna do a chorizo stuffed sweet pepper. The dogs are getting riled up, but this wouldn't be a Koolkid video without dogs in the background, right? So I apologize for that. So chorizo stuffed mini sweet peppers. Never made that either, but it sounds really good. Again, once I saw what was on sale, my mind just kind of started working into like, what can I make that's different? Of course, there's still going to be some repetitive meals, and that's just the way that it goes, but that's going to work well for meal prepping. What else do I have? I'm also going to make a jalapeno popper chicken salad. I have been craving chicken salad ever since we did BBB&E. That was one thing that I was kind of missing. Never have I made a jalapeno popper chicken salad. So let's give it a try, right? And it's going to be pretty basic ingredients. You know me, I had to buy the bacon. So the bacon was probably the #1 thing on my list of staple items that has gone up recently. I just buy the cheap, irregular sliced bacon, and I had been really lucking out by picking those packages up for $1.99 a piece. And when we were doing BBB&E, I was able to make my bacon chips every week, have my ground beef, and I was good to go. I was set. If I could have the ground beef and the bacon chips, I am good to go on BBB&E. But I spent the most money out of this whole shebang on bacon. I bought 6 packs of bacon. Will I use all 6? I don't know. I don't think I will. But if I don't, at least I have some to roll over for next month as well. And also to go along with, hi Mox, also to go along with that challenge of, you know, trying to save my extra change. If I do have things that roll over, that's less I have to buy next month. So even more money that I can add into the jar, right? That's the way that I'm looking at it. So hopefully you guys kind of like that. Hopefully you understand, like, it's just, I like these little challenges. It's just a challenge to myself. I'm also going to make, I just bought some packages of just plain cheddar sausage links. Now, they're not the cleanest sausage in the world, but I did get the most bang for my buck. They do look pretty delicious, but they're about 2 carbs a piece, 2 net carbs a piece. So I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to eat like 3 sausages in a day, but I may end up having 1. I also got a little chub of just regular, like, ground breakfast sausage. Probably just gonna have basic, you know, sausage and egg scramble with that. And I got the 5-pound chub of ground beef. So with that, I usually make myself little 3rd-pound ground beef bowls and 3rd-pound burgers or meat cookies. So since I do have produce, and you know, produce doesn't last forever, I'm gonna cook the things that require the produce first. So that's gonna be the chicken poblano soup, and the chicken jalapeno popper chicken salad, because I will use both of these peppers, and I'm also going to use the jalapeno peppers to make the chicken salad. So I'm most likely going to try to use up my produce first, just because, you know, back to my BBB&E days, I can eat burgers and bacon chips without any produce and be perfectly fine. That's, you know, that's the beauty of keto, carnivore kind of lifestyle. You realize you don't always need a side item. Maybe for me, a side item is an egg on top. So, speaking of eggs, what I wanted to go back to about Walmart and why I probably won't be going back to Walmart. So, I got overcharged on like 3 out of the 7 items that I purchased at Walmart. And I already don't really particularly like to shop at Walmart, but I was trying to expand and just trying to, like, I guess just see what was out there for another place to shop besides H-E-B or Joe-B, because I know you guys don't all have access to those. So that was really my first time in a very long time to buy any type of groceries at Walmart. The prices weren't terrible, but they weren't great. Produce, I didn't even look at their produce, to be honest. But what I took a look at was eggs, because the eggs that I usually purchase went up pretty significantly just from last week. So, and I eat a lot of eggs, guys. Like, I eat like anywhere from 25 to 30 eggs per week. It just depends. Now, I may not be eating as many eggs over the next couple of weeks, just because I'm adding some things into my diet that I haven't had in the last 2 months while doing BBB&E. You know, with like the popper chicken salad and the pork chops. Those are not things that I have really introduced into my diet at all in the last 2 months. So my egg consumption may go down, but maybe not by that much, because when I go to work, I'm real funny about like reheating meat in the microwave. I don't really like the texture. I'm a person that lived without a microwave or using a microwave for like almost 3 years. So microwaves are not really like something that I utilize very much. But, you know, when you're at work and you want to warm something up, I just don't like protein or meat rewarmed in a microwave. I'm sure other people can relate to that. Even whenever I take my things in glass containers to work, it's just not my favorite. I think a soup, that would be lovely. I think that would be fine. But I like to take more like cold items with me. So if it's not like a keto chow shake, which don't believe I'm going to be working in any keto chow shakes into this challenge, but if it's not like a keto chow shake or some hard-boiled eggs, I don't know. That's typically what I like to take to work. Bacon, I can eat bacon warmed up or not warmed up. If it's already pre-cooked, I'm good either way. But the jalapeno popper chicken salad might be a nice thing to take to work. And I think the soup wouldn't be a bad thing to take to work too. So kind of what I plan to do is just, rotate and vary so I don't really get tired of these meals. I don't really see, I probably could eat these meals every single day and not get tired of it because it's already a lot of variety compared to what I've been eating in the last couple of months. And hopefully it's not too overwhelming. But I think that we've already introduced enough things back into our diet that I should be fine. So, sorry I keep looking down. I have, notes written down here. So that being said, yeah, those are the meals that I'll probably make. Some of them are something new that I've never tried before or tried to make before at the very least. And what I'll probably do, because obviously today I'm not going to meal prep an entire month's worth of food. I don't have the fridge space for that. Things would go bad by then. So I'm going to make, like I said, the produce necessity meals first. And then later on in the month, I'll go back to the ground beef, the sausage, the bacon, those types of things that don't require the produce. That's at least my logic and my thought to it. So hopefully you guys find this video interesting, inspiring. You guys seem to respond very well to whenever I do make these budget challenge videos. And I want to keep it going. It gets me excited. Seeing that big haul that I did, that's more food than I've bought in a long time. At one time anyway. Other things I want to kind of also try to incorporate, maybe by next month, since I bought a few staple items right now, I'll be able to roll some of those items over, and that will be even more money that I can spend on something else, or more money that I can add into the jar to save throughout the next couple of months. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, right? But overall, I hope you guys stick with me. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I enjoy making them. It is a lot of work. Doing the meal prepping and the planning and things like that, but I'd be doing it anyway. So I'm happy to share that with you guys. And yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Now, what I'm gonna do, we've got 4 weeks in this month. Today I'm gonna do some meal prepping. I'll film that in a separate video. And that'll carry me through probably for the first week or so. And the next week I'll film some more. And so you'll see some more videos from me, but maybe shorter videos. We don't need, a super long meal prepping video for a whole month. I'll try to share it with you guys, some pictures of the finished products, and just give you feedback overall, like what did I think of that soup, or what did I think of that chicken popper salad. If you guys have questions on those things, I'll try to answer those. I'm not the best at following recipes. I kind of improvise. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. But yeah, so I will probably take a little bit of inspiration from multiple recipes that I looked at, tweak things and make things, what I might have to cut corners to make something, low carb, this and that. But I'll be happy to let anybody know exactly, what I did use to make the final product. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye.